And with that, welcome back to
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
I caught it immediately because I was like, they're going to go live on my ass and try to catch me lacking. And the second I looked up, we were fucking live. Bro, what the fuck? Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah, hey, I just wanna touch the tide, baby said that she in love and she don't love a lie. Been chillin' with all the birds, I've been above the spot. Shawty said that things change, well it does a lot. Hey, watching out the payment, man, the suds is high. Yeah, lost inside the heart, but it's emerging right. I've been out the way and I'm good, I can find my home. Everything I said it was is not. Yeah, Jamaica, how you layin'? Yeah, you ain't say none, what you saying, baby? I lost you, but who's paying? Don't know why you hit my phone, why you playing? Yeah, I can handle love without the trusting, yeah. I can see the top, I wanna touch it, yeah. We been getting money, no discussion. I don't like the top of shorty, always get the fussy, yeah. Hey, I like the cruise on it. Say she like the way I sound and how I groove on them. I been steady dodging bullets, how I move on them. But he talking out his neck and not a crew on them, yeah. And I'm sliding, shawty like the vibe, don't want the ride to end, yeah. To the nice end, yeah. To the nice end, I can always keep the cool, I'm never fighting. Man, I love was all the cake without the icing. Now I found new love, different pricing. And it won't cost my soul, no devices. Yeah, I ain't got a plan for it, I'm the man for it. Celebrity couldn't stand for it, it's very important. I've been off the edge, I've been feeling the wind blowing. I can lose my head and my heart, but they been gone. I just hit the edge of stairs when it's dead time. I just lost promises, I regret mine. I just gained a lot of love on the west side. I'm the go, but I would never be the best guy. You might take me out of business like I'm Best Buy. Talk about the go to maybe soon, I know that's right. Yeah. Talk about the go to maybe soon, I know that's right. Thinking about the future, looking good and it's the best side. I remember.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. My name is Tyco. I'm with McDilly and the Wanderer right now. We are getting Snoop Luke. He's on the way. He has like a dinosaur age laptop or some type of stuff going on. So he's figuring that out right now. But we have a fully loaded podcast for you guys today with college and NFL slates to review, as well as some NBA news, NHL news, and UFC tonight, or not tonight, but Saturday, UFC 282
Shut up, Luke.
coming up. But I believe there were also some fights that were canceled. But
ding, ding, ding.
Since we're waiting for Luke, we'll start it off with a little bit of NBA action. So Dylan, you can take it away here with the Wanderer when he gets back. Here we go.
He's
Start
back.
off with some NBA talk here. NBA. There we go. All right, there's your...
Wow, that was fucking great, Ty. All right, so first thing that we got to talk about. We talked about the Kyrie thing as quickly as we could, but I want to talk about Kyrie because I want to talk about Nike. So Nike has officially dropped Kyrie, and he was going to have a new shoe that was coming out, and they basically just took his spot in line, took Ja Morant, put it there. He is now going to get his own shoe that was probably, I assume, going to be the same release date as the Kyrie Irving shoe. He has now been named as now the new face poster child of Nike. And basically, he just replaced Kyrie Irving. I want your thoughts. That's all I want.
When I saw it, I was like, damn. I understand what Kyrie did and how we went about it. And like I said, we ain't going to talk about that too much, but
right.
I think his words got twisted. Not going to go into that. But, man, he has lost a lot. And with Ja replacing him, I mean, it's a smart move because, you know, Ja is up-and-coming star. We know he's going to be in the league for a minute. We seen him for a while. I like it for Like it for Ja, love it for Ja. Sad thing for Kyrie. He
I think
always.
I think that, and I don't know if this statement is gonna come back to be a really stupid one or a really good one, but here's how I feel about the whole Kyrie thing. I think this is gonna turn out to be a Kanye situation where it's gonna be good for him because all of these people leaving him right now are gonna bounce. Kyrie's gonna focus on one thing, and I feel like it's gonna be hooping. There's so much extra shit that he's obviously focusing on that I'm not gonna get into. But if you eliminate the sponsorship deals and you just let him hoop, I feel like he's gonna get into a rhythm out there on the court where he's just gonna zone in and go into some next level shit. That's just me. I think Kyrie is going to go off.
Yeah, but they're still gonna try and get in his head, like how they was asking him about how he feel about Thanksgiving and shit. We know
Man,
he's
do
Muslim
you remember Kyrie's
and Native
final
American.
year in Cleveland when everybody was in his head about where you're gonna go and how he do in the media, and he almost went fucking MVP, and then he went to Boston. Same story happened there with the media. He's gonna go, is he gonna stay? And he lied to all of them and said he was gonna stay. Ended up leaving. That shit didn't affect his game at all. Kyrie lives in the media.
I don't think he tries to.
No, not by his intent. But he doesn't let it affect his game, and that's what makes him a great player. So if he can elevate his game, turn up his game, or even just get into a consistent role like some of the people we'll talk about in a minute, I think that this is actually going to turn out to be something that might be good for him. That's how I'm looking at it.
It sucks.
It sucks, but hey. And
it could
shout
be
out
good.
Ja. Ja's going to keep hooping. Ja's going to keep putting out highlight reel fucking dunks, and you're going to have a bunch of clips and shoes for Nike, and you'll make a lot of money. So
You saw the price of Kyrie shoes? They dropped them hoes down.
about Ja is the Ja Memphis rapper thing that they have got going on is so fucking clean, and whatever they're gonna put out, you know it's you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Like whatever these men put out, I guarantee I trust him, and I trust Nike. But the next thing we got to get into is we got to talk about a little bit of tanking, and tanking happens in the NBA, but I don't think I've ever seen Pop tank, and that's weird. And I'm talking about Greg Popovich and the San Antonio Spurs. They have now lost 11 straight games as we currently speak, and there's only one man on everyone's mind, and that's Victor Wembanyama. If they tank hard, like the Knicks tried to do for Zion, and then don't get Wembanyama or something like this, I feel like I have every right to laugh in their face.
I think Pop is. I don't think the Spurs are good. I don't even know if they're trying to tank. With the way of watching them, they just look bad. They don't look good. Like DeJounte Murray was facilitating and doing so much for them that with trading him, I feel like they knew it was downhill. Like Popovich knows he really got a squad. He's doing the best he can. We've seen them pass the ball 20 times in a play, almost every play. They're just bad. I feel like they're just bad.
You're not wrong. I watched them lose 11 straight basketball games. Fucking horrible.
They're just trash.
Fucking horrible. But let's talk about a man and a team that I've been waiting 2 fucking years to say good things about. Los Angeles Lakers. Anthony Davis. Let's talk about it. So, last time I got on this podcast, I talked about how I watched the game of the year with the Warriors and the Mavericks. In that span of 7 days, a new game of the year has emerged between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks. That game was a fucking thriller. And AD dropped 44 points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks. James had 28 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists. And Russell Westbrook had 15 points, 7 rebounds, 11 assists, making it second consecutive game Russell Westbrook hasn't had a turnover. What now? So, the bigger reason, because Anthony has 30.4 points per game, 15.9 rebounds per game, and is shooting 60% from the field. The last game that he competed in was against the Wizards, where he dropped 55 points and had 17 rebounds, shooting 73% from the field. I love this because I feel like the Lakers are finally letting their offense run through AD.
Yeah, but then he also wanted to sit out last game because of a flu after playing 8 minutes.
Okay, this man AD played 8 games in a fucking row. Well, I mean, fucking hell. That's impressive. He wants to take a game off, and you know why it is okay? Because he's dropping 30 points a game with 15 rebounds per game. If the offense flows through AD and he stays healthy, and LeBron can just come in, put up the 24 and 8 stat line that he's going to put up minimum, Russell stops turning the ball over, which he's been doing and has been hitting his shots. Everyone just calms down. They beat the Bucks. I think that this is a team, and I'm not going to get too excited, but I think that this is a team that I'm content with for now. I don't have to be worried about these motherfuckers like I've been for 2 years. This is content ball. But I'm gonna let you speak now.
I just need AD to keep playing. So all I ask is that he stays healthy, keeps playing. Team will look solid, but at the same time, I feel like they just need a couple more shooters, in my opinion. At least one. At least one more shooter.
The problem is that you're not looking at getting that right now.
Yeah, that is the problem.
The deadline is always somewhere where the Lakers like to stick their nose in, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did it again.
They need it.
Final thing to talk about. The NBA is introducing some new awards, and here's basically all I want to say. How many of these, after I name them, do we really give a shit about and should be in the fucking league and should be a thing? I'll start with the Twyman Stokes Trophy, a.k.a. the Teammate of the Year. What the fuck is that? Bro, is that the Nick Sand Award? I don't
is that like a Walter Payton style award, you think?
I just show up, be nice and kind to your teammates.
But no, that's cool like guy. Out of
Beth ain't never winning this award.
Out of
I can't believe you said that shit. That's great.
Like, I don't know what this is. This is interesting. Whack.
Nobody really should give a shit, in my opinion, about that award. Then we have the Joe Dumars Trophy for sportsmanship. I mean, I guess being like man of the year kind of thing, like they do for the MLB, Roberto Clemente. I guess I'll take that one.
This is still like in season type of stuff.
Yeah, this is regular season awards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm realizing that. Like, these are kind of meh.
We have the Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, Best Record. So, yeah, really the only two that I wanted to talk about that I just think don't really matter are these two.
Excuse me?
The Teammate of the Year.
I think we need to throw the fucking, what's it called, award on there. That's an interesting trophy. I didn't see it. I haven't read it. That's interesting.
I'm sorry, dog. What the fuck? You can't tell me that is stupid as hell. What the hell?
It's an interesting trophy, dog. That looks like a cup.
Imagine that bitch hanging up. Hey, what is that for? Hey, that was back in 2022. I won Teammate of the Year.
I have a problem with the Best Record of the Year award.
Yeah, now that's an award.
That doesn't matter. We don't care. They get knocked out usually.
That shit don't matter. Utah would have won it back-to-back years. Ain't would have meant shit.
Phoenix would have won it. Kicked out the first round. Like, what? And we don't need that. But
I mean,
I guess
I get it because in hockey, don't they have something where you have the best record, you get like a cup?
President's Trophy.
Yeah.
President's Trophy. So this I wasn't really complaining about because I was like, all right, I get that. That's how I look at it. But
You know how
that
many
is
jokes?
what,
You know how many jokes Utah would have been getting served?
bro.
Getting that
The memes
trophy
would have
years in
been
a row?
fantastic, and I'm a little pissed I wasn't able to be here. But you know who is here? Luke. Oh, we're gonna just do the downtown cash picks. Well, you know what? This works. That's why Luke's here, so we can do the downtown cash picks. For
Works
anyone
well.
that wants a little update.
Hello, Luke.
Hello, I'm
Hi,
here.
Luke. For anyone
Luke,
that
that
wants a
voice
little
sounds a little-
update,
My computer
on the
made it.
Yes.
Luke is sitting at 4-2. Tyler is sitting at 3-6. Jesse is sitting at 3-3, and McDilly is sitting at 6-3. Me and Luke are at 66%, tied for first place.
I'm coming for you, Dill.
That's where we stand. But we have 3 more games to get into that I am loading up right here, right now. First game that we got.
Solo number 1.
First game that we got on the board. 5 and no, that game is bullshit. I don't trust that shit. Sorry, I like this one better. We're gonna do the Chicago Bulls and the Washington Wizards. The line is Chicago Bulls -5, sitting in Chicago.
I'm gonna take that -5.
Wow. The Bulls have been playing like dog shit, just so you know.
I know.
9-15.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? I agree with you on this one, Jesse. I'm gonna ride the Bulls -5 here. It's kind of a weird number, but I'll take 5.
Well, I'm taking the Bulls because the Wizards don't appear to be that good on the road.
All right,
the-
sounds
Wait, are they the wait? Who's the home team?
Bulls. Bulls home.
Okay, yeah, I stick with my pick then.
Yeah, Wizards are 3-8 in the road, so I understand where you're coming from that. I am going to fade the group and take the Wizards money line because Chicago has been playing so inconsistent, and they win games that they should be. They lose games they should be winning, and they win games they should be losing. This is a game they should win. They're gonna fuck the team. They're gonna fuck Vegas.
I ain't worried. Last time you took Bulls, they lost, so I'm happy you're on the other side.
You know what? Maybe they did. Okay.
They did. Oh, they lost bad.
Yeah, they did. It was bad. But now, if we want to talk about bad, we're going to talk about some bad basketball because this spread, here we go. Rockets, Spurs, Houston -2.5. The game is in San Antonio. Starting with Jesse.
I can't take San Antonio after I just dragged them through the dirt for being a bad team.
I
So-
want you to know that I'm taking San Antonio.
But Houston, wow.
I can't believe you're taking San Antonio.
Because I snapped 3
You
streaks
don't have it with
in
Houston.
basketball.
I told you. I could.
Oh yeah, I forgot Dylan's the streak snapper.
Oh, yeah, baby. Roar.
I'm taking the money line on the Spurs. I mean, don't take that. Don't take that. Didn't mean to say it.
Money on the Spurs. There
No,
it is.
please no, please no.
Yep. All right.
I'm putting it on the Rockets. That's the Rockets money line.
Well, neither of these teams' records are really even helping me pick which team to win.
Correct.
I'm gonna have to go Houston. You just kind of live close to Houston. That's the only relation I have to this game.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go Houston too on this one. San Antonio is losing for a reason. I don't think they're gonna have any reason to stop.
Dylan, you could have a big week this week.
That's very true. But I could also have a really bad week.
Yes. you
Final
could.
game, and it is the game without the spread, so you have to take money line. I'm sorry to do that to you, but it's the best fucking game on the slate. Bucks, the away team. Mavericks, the home team. Game is at 10 o'clock on ESPN.
Bucks.
Start again with Jesse.
Come on, son. Give me Wacky. Give me the Greek freak who got the little freaky on his birthday. Come on, that guy.
Tycho, you said Bucks.
Oh, Bucks 100%.
Luke.
Oh, give me the Mavericks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, give me the Mavericks.
Uh-huh. That's the way I like it too, baby. All Luke it up. Maverick City. I'm riding you, Luke. We'll split that hoe. 2v2. And that is the
They're trash on the
Downtown
road,
Cash
but they're
Picks.
so good at home.
They are just Luka just cooks at home. It's ridiculous. But that is all for the Downtown Cash Picks, and I believe the next thing we have to get into.
I think that you want me to be completely honest. Last time
Between the legs. 13:57 of the third.
Yeah.
Speaking of Connor,
That's capital.
Get to the garbage so much. Speak on the top of my brother's
Hell.
blood. None of these niggas be trust. We cannot question, you know what it was. What was you doing for us? These niggas matches I'm putting in work. Like I speak fluent in Russian. Did you catch that?
Puck.
All right, let's get into the puck. Luke, let's take it
Right.
away. Starting off with puck luck picks, and then we'll get into some news.
Tell them those
Yes.
records real quick, Luke.
The records. Everyone went 2-1 except for Jesse, who went 1-2.
Yep.
Boo.
All
Boo.
right, guys.
You just
Which
hate to
means
see it.
I'm still in third.
You didn't follow me if you did.
Yeah, Dylan's sitting at 75% in first. Me and Ty are at 66.6, and Jesse drops to 55.5. Everyone's still above 50%.
Love to see
Hey,
it.
we riding higher than we did last year, so I'm okay.
Yeah, last year started rough, dog. This shit is starting
All
good.
right. For game number 1, we are going to Toronto because the Los Angeles Kings are heading there to play the Maple Leafs Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. The Kings on the road are 7-5-2. Leafs at home are 8-2-3. The Kings are on a 1-game win streak. That's not even really a streak, but the Leafs are also on a 1-game. They won their last game.
Thank you for the stats. Oh man, I didn't want to go first.
I'll go first.
Thank
Give me Toronto. Give me the Maple Leafs at home. And I think they're going to go in overtime. Because I don't know how the fuck they had 6 points outside of regulation. That shit is wild to me. So I'm going to take Toronto.
You say that shit's wild to you, but you're a Red Wings fan? That actually blows my mind because of how many times we get points in overtime and
Yeah,
whatnot.
but the season just started.
It
Like
is what it is.
a month ago.
I'm going to take Toronto in this game. I think that LA is a hot team. They get streaky at times, but I definitely think that I'd go over on this game. Probably going to be an over 6.5 or 7. I'd go over. I think it's going to be a lot of goals, but I'm taking Toronto at home.
We have been given an over/under of 6.5 right
Yeah,
now.
All right. Yeah, I go over.
Respect. I only bet an under one time in my life. Shit. You know, I feel like Toronto's been keeping a lot of people from scoring too many goals on them. So I'm going to take them.
All right. Well, shit. Looks like I'm riding against the pack because I'm picking the Kings. I'm going to be honest, this is going to be a little bit of a coin flip in the air. This could go both ways. Both teams surge. One on the road and one at home. They're going to clash hard. We honestly might see an overtime. I think we might see the over in this one, to be honest with you. The Kings, they put goals in the net, and so do the Leafs.
Being a
But I will be
5-4
taking the
OT
Kings in
win.
this one. And now for game number 2, we have the Minnesota Wild going to Edmonton to take on the Oilers Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And the Wild on the road are 6-3-1. The Oilers at home are 7-7-0.
Fully.
Hey,
not
Why?
there.
The
I'm going
Wild
to start here saying fuck the Wild. I'm
Wild
taking the Oilers.
Wild are also on a 4-game win streak, and the Oilers lost their last game.
Fuck
Fuck
that
the
streak.
Wild.
Oilers at home, beating the Wild. This little streaky poo is over.
I've been riding it all year, and I'm fucking 2-0. It's fuck the Wild. Actually, no. 1-1. Keep the track. But yeah, fuck the Wild.
I'm going to take the Oilers here because I feel like the Wild are going to get a little bit too many crucial penalties. That's my reason.
Okay, for sure. Luke.
I will be on the Oilers, as it's obvious. They're 50-50 at home. Their last game they played at lost was a home game. Expect them to answer this next home game with the win. I will be taking the Oilers.
Whoop, whoop. Fuck the Wild.
Plus, the Oilers aren't going to lose to them 2 times.
Wild sweep.
The Wild beat them last time. Edmonton will get theirs this time.
For game number 3. Ha ha. We got a nice little hometowner, but not really a hometowner because they aren't home. We have the Detroit Red Wings heading to Dallas to play the Stars Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. The Wings on the road are 6-3-2, while the Stars at home are 7-3-3. The Wings are on a 2-game win streak, and the Stars are actually on a 2-game losing streak.
Hey, look, I'll start this one off by saying the boys are hot, the boys are buzzing, coming off a big win against Tampa Bay. Needed those 2 points. I'm taking the Red Wings here against Dallas. Dallas seems to be our problem the last couple of years. We don't usually win in Dallas, but I'm taking us to win in Dallas because the boys are buzzing. And Wild Fuller says, yeah, I'm with the boys. Who the heck likes the Wild? What a loser team. Couldn't agree more. Dylan.
You suck. Any other team, I would take Detroit, but fucking the best player in NHL right now is fucking Justin Robertson. He plays for the Stars. But one man can't beat a whole team. So I'm taking the Wings. Give me Detroit. We're good again.
I feel like after this win, then they're going to play the Panthers. No matter what, they're not losing to the Stars after that Panthers game. So I'm taking the Wings.
Well, this one's a little tough. I love the Red Wings. I'll
get you, so I'll boot you off the pod right now. This is a peer pressure pick.
Do it because you used to live close to Dallas.
I used to live pretty close to Dallas, so that's my relation to the game.
I went with Houston.
This one's interesting.
Off 40 seconds.
Yes, it is. Because I'm taking Dallas. I'm taking over this. I need to.
Cut it back on.
I can't be taking the same picks as everybody.
I really hope.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
It's time to take over.
When the squad knows, all right? All right. I think we're on.
This guy, he's a vibe killer.
So we do have some NHL news to get into. Let's start with the Stars. We were just talking about the Stars. Jason Robertson has had an insane start. Dylan, you got more on Jason Robertson and his insane start so far this season.
He is the best player in the NHL right now. He has 22 goals in the last 24 games. He's second in points to only Connor McDavid with 39. He also leads the league in goals as well as even strength points. He's netted a hat trick last night, which brings him up to 10 goals in his last 6 games. Hold on. But wait, I'm pretty sure there's more. All right. And then on top of that, he has a stat line of 80 goals, 84 assists, and 164 total points in his first 152 career games, and he's one of the brightest stars in hockey.
That is why when Ty made the comment about Hintz being the only good player on Dallas, I was like, hold the phone. We cannot be forgetting about Robertson here.
So can we just say one thing about what this possibly means? I think that this is me again now taking a shot at the NHL and their marketing. How is it that me, a casual NHL fan, has no clue who the best player in the league at the moment is?
I had to do.
How is that not being marketed better?
I'll jump on you, Tyler. I would double down with you on that shit because I had to do a stupid amount of research just to figure out the stats I just fucking said to you. Because I saw on ESPN them talking about him, and they're like, oh, he's one of the best players in hockey right now. How have I never fucking heard of him? And
Yeah, how have I not heard of him
I
till now?
follow hockey and I follow sports on a 4 to 5 hour nightly basis. And we are a month into the season, and I'm just now hearing about who the fuck he is. So I agree.
Yeah. So, and I know ESPN picked up hockey again, but like, show me more hockey then.
I kind of agree, but I also did a lot of point and goal
You're the hockey guy.
betting in hockey
You are the
last
hockey
year.
guy.
We expect it.
This guy was in my lays a lot when Dallas was playing, and he did me a lot of justice.
But you wouldn't be on the casual
And
level of me and Tyler that we're trying to talk about. We're
Yeah,
trying to talk
you're the
about
more
a regular.
you're more in depth for
who
sure.
just watches it like on a regular basis, like dude just watches hockey to like it. It wouldn't do all the extra stat digging. They should be able to know who bro is.
Yeah, I should probably know who the next Connor McDavid is. But with that being said, we'll move on to Andreas Athanasiou ripping Jacob Trouba on production. Jacob Trouba has 0 goals on the year. Basically not providing anything for his team. So Athanasiou says,
you know the story? He got fucking lit up. So Athanasiou was coming down the middle of the ice with his head down, and Troops absolutely obliterated him. Trouba fucking stuck his shoulder out and knocked his head back completely. And then Athanasiou, after the game, went on a fucking rant about how he gets paid. He said, and I quote, Trouba's an $8 million man with 0 goals. So he has to figure out how to do something when making that much. He doesn't help his team. So I guess he just tries to hurt anyone that he can.
Well, Trouba, I guess he was a guy last year, got named captain. He's not really like a huge production. He's more of a grit guy, but
now it's all grit, all grind.
Now it's like 0%
all
production, 100% grind. It's just not good. It looks bad on the captain, even though maybe his leadership skills are there, maybe not. I don't know. The Rangers are kind of having a little bit of a down year. They look a little down on the bench. Doesn't seem to be able to fire his team up. Things aren't really going his way, and Athanasiou let him know.
I love Happy to see you. Miss him. Sucks that he's in Chicago now while they're going through the same bullshit he had to go through in Detroit. I feel so fucking bad for the guy. But
Steve, get him back.
Yeah, pull some strings. Athanasiou was a good pull. We should definitely get him back. But I believe that is all the NHL news we have. I'd be correct. We will move on.
I think it won't be like too big of a blowout.
Barkley down the sideline. Saquon Barkley.
You don't fuck with Aaron.
Some teams, it doesn't matter. I think it's going to be a very mucky dub. And it's going to get ugly.
They have the chance to lose themselves a game, probably.
Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable!
All right, we had some college and NFL football this past weekend, and on Monday. Dylan, let's dive right into it, starting with the college football games. The championship weekend took place. Let's go.
All right, first game we got to get into, and we got to rip this Band-Aid off. Ty, can't beat fucking Utah. That's just what we're looking at. Utah, number 11, defeats number 4 USC in the Pac-12 championship game, dashing USC's playoff chances 47-24. Ty, we'll just start. He's out. It was that bad.
I think if he didn't get that little problem he had with his leg, it's a whole nother game.
Yeah, Caleb Williams' final stat line was 363 yards and 3 touchdowns.
And we're still winning the Heisman, okay? That's fine.
Any thoughts on the game, Ty?
It was good until it got bad.
My thoughts were
It got really bad.
My thoughts were I woke up the next morning, looked at the score, texted the group chat, what the fuck happened?
So you slept through the game?
Yes.
Yes.
Why they lost once again.
You're
Stay
selfish.
away.
I needed you, Luke.
Well, I had no personal
I
connection.
needed
to that
you.
game.
That
I
man
did.
right there is your brother, and he had
I'm
a
the
team
personal
in
connection.
the championship game, and all he needed was your eyes to be open for him.
You can support
I gotta go.
Dallas against the win, but you couldn't support USC in their championship game. Wow.
You could just stay away. All right. Well, I know that you stayed away for this game. Fucking number 2 Michigan takes on Purdue in the Big Ten. Oh yeah, no, she's nodding his head. Oh, I stayed away.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
This is the game I was watching.
Championship. Michigan wins 43-22. I mean, if you've ever seen a Michigan game this year, 14-13 going into half. Second half, they have 43 points. Sounds about every game they've played all fucking year.
Literally second half team. That's what they do.
But, I mean, hey, Edwards comes in again, 185 yards into Tutty. You love to see that knowing Corum's out going into the playoffs at the 2 seed. Luke, I'll let you take it away.
He had 2 touchdowns.
He did. Hey man, I said it. Like Edwards, he's a dog. It's not like he was just a backup in there just to give Blake Corum a rest. No, he was in there because he's good as fuck. And it sucks that Corum's done for the season and we're going to be missing him. I mean, a lot of people are speculating because we don't know what surgery he got. He might be back for championship time. Who knows? Who honestly knows? But we're just going to think about it like he's not going to be here with us throughout the season. But Edwards, he can do it. He can he has that dog in him. JJ, he was playing some pretty good ball. I mean, in the second half.
He was.
The defense looked a little bit shakier, I will say.
Defense looks shakier, but I mean, hey, at the end of the day, they are also in a big look-ahead spot because when it comes to the caliber of competition they have coming up in Purdue, you're allowed to be in a look-ahead spot when you put up 43 points.
Yeah, but it's never good to look ahead. But at the same time, that being said, of them not performing as great, you can't expect them to
Purdue did not have a run game. Purdue
absolutely
didn't have
perfect
a pass game. Nah.
every single time and keep them under like 10 points.
That's true. All right. Georgia blew out LSU, and we don't need to talk about that. Bookie says Edwards was a higher rated recruit than Corum. Did not know that, but I feel like that's also very important information
They're two
for
different
people
backs.
to know. People
They're two
should know that, and I'm happy you told me that, Bookie, because I didn't know that. Kansas State, TCU, my Horned Frogs. God damn my Horned Frogs. So after USC goes down, you got to go back to my Horned Frogs. You know, the only thing I've kind of been holding on to this year. And they lose to fucking Kansas State in overtime. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought in the third quarter when they were down fucking 21 to like 17 or whatever, or 27-17, I thought it was GG's. I thought we were so fucked when the start of that fourth quarter happened. So the fact that we even sent it even overtime had me happy as hell. I didn't trust Duggan, and Duggan let me down. And then all of a sudden, TCU is still in the playoffs by the grace of God. I don't think they should be, if you want my complete, honest opinion. But they are. And Kansas State won the Big Ten.
You feel like Bama should have got it? The 2 lost Bama?
I hate it because I know what's going to happen to TCU.
I hate it too because I know that if the Horned Frogs played Bama right now, Bama probably beats them by 10.
Or by 1.
You know what I mean? I don't get it.
Does anyone have anything on the TCU Kansas State?
I feel like it's respect to Duggar. Respect to the quarterback, I think.
And then Tulane won the American Athletic Championship, and Clemson blew out North Carolina to win the Subway ACC Championship.
I tried watching that Tulane game, bro. Tuned in, watched their AAC Player of the Year.
No, I'll tell you what
ridiculous touchdown, and I was like, that explains the scoreboard. Click. I'm going.
Done with that.
I'll tell you what was a good fucking game for no reason. There was 2 of them. and I was sitting here. Swear to God, I was sitting here like,
I
what
believe
the
you.
fuck is going on? First one, Akron and Buffalo. MAC
Jesus.
football.
Oh, well, you know what? There's a reason that's good.
23-22 finish for the MAC
Oh,
champion.
wow. That's actually a lot lower of a score than I expected you to say.
Yes.
once you said
And
that.
then the second game, let me find it. Boise State and Fresno State in Boise State. And I just want to say, for anybody who wants to watch a Boise State game at home, don't do it, bro. It was so fucking annoying, and I hate the blue field. And I hate it. It's too blue, and it makes me so angry. But it was a great game.
This sounds like a personal vendetta.
Yeah, that's a personal issue.
This doesn't sound like something you need to tell
Got
the
so
public.
many problems with that blue.
It looks horrible on television.
Maybe it's
Oh, well, maybe you should go there in person.
You know what? Maybe I will.
Nah, well, yeah.
But I got to go in the beginning of the year because that bitch was 21 degrees and snowy in Boise, Idaho. So you got to get me to fucking go in the beginning of a game or the beginning of the season.
You can't go, you know what I mean, Mike?
Boise was a shit show.
Yeah, but my statements are true.
Yes,
You
your
can't
statements
go
are true.
anyways.
But that is all the college football that we had for last week. Now we can get into NFL recap.
All right, let's dive right into it, Dylan.
All
Still
right.
on you.
I knew you were going to do that the second that I looked over. All right, first game that we have to talk about. Hey, first game that we have to talk about is
Rawr.
Green Bay Packers, Chicago Bears. I looked at Tyler when the score was 17-3, and I said to him, I would love nothing more than for these teams to tie. But the one thing I would actually love the most is if Aaron Rodgers came back just to say, I still owned you type shit. And the rest of the game went Green Bay's way, and they put up 18 points in the fourth quarter.
Hey, you know what? Who would have thought? Dylan. Dylan would have thought. Dylan kind of
Good
did
job,
think, and he
Dylan.
basically called it. But yeah, no. Green Bay just always beats up on the Bears. Let's be honest. Green Bay owns Chicago, and Green Bay still owns Chicago. Aaron Rodgers specifically. So
the funniest part is they passed them in most wins that game.
Correct.
Yep.
It was
Franchise
like, stamp on it.
I love the narrative of Chicago
Ryan
playing
Buffalo?
very
Yes, he does. Rodgers on Chicago.
fucking up. Now, if there's any place that Aaron Rodgers is going to get a comeback W, it's going to be at Soldier Field. Man loves playing there. They're both old. If it's an old stadium and it's shitty weather, Rodgers is going to do okay because he plays at Lambeau. Let's just get it through our scalps. I mean, it's pretty simple math. So I look at it. Christian Watson, I mean, hey, he's kind of a dog.
Well, I mean,
In the playoffs.
Aaron Rodgers just owns the Bears. He can't not beat them. Even if he tried to lose, he couldn't lose.
They should rename it Rodgers Field. That would be hilarious. You know, when Rodgers retires, he should become a part owner in Chicago. You know how angry
he already is. Rent free.
But he should buy a stake in that bitch and just be like, I've already been owning it, so it made sense.
But will it go anywhere?
That's a great question. Detroit Lions, Jacksonville Jaguars.
Fucking
The Lions put up 40 points at home
destroyed.
and
I
smacked.
had some, before this game started, I had some thoughts and I made some bets, and I had the Jags in over 30.5. And, the Lions
Jags
won
didn't even
40 to
score 30.
14. And every time I seemed to bet on the Lions seemed to fucking win.
You mean when you bet against them?
Yes.
So just keep
betting
hitting.
against them.
I don't want to keep losing money.
Wow.
Okay, well, we want to keep
For the
winning.
sake
So
of the
what do
team,
you-
Luke.
What do you want to do here? Oh, Mr. Morals,
I'm
you
gonna
got to
need
make
like
a decision.
I need like a donation from the Lions for my sacrifice.
Oh,
I'll hit up their
right.
PR team, and if they can get some money in, then you keep.
Oh
thinking,
yeah,
right.
yeah. Don't worry, Luke. Dylan will hit up the PR team. You're totally okay. They know
He
Dylan.
can't
has your
even
back.
hit
You don't get your
up the
money,
PR
don't worry,
team for the
bro.
Titans.
Yeah, no worries.
Meanwhile,
Don't
you're
get your
getting
money.
emails from the president.
Don't trip.
Yeah, I
You
get
want me to
emails from the
have
president of
another-
the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, you see, Ty's got connections. You'll get your money. Just keep fading.
Yeah, so who are you out here making outlandish statements?
Hey, I wanted to feel included. Next game. Minnesota Vikings and New York Jets. What a fucking game. Mike White almost did it. He threw the ball
No.
6 times. And he
Fuck
almost
Mike
tried
White.
to do it.
Shut the front
Did it.
door.
Perfect.
Let's talk to the guy that put Mike White
Yeah.
in at his fantasy quarterback
Yeah.
number 1.
I didn't play Lamar. I didn't play Justin Fields, and I said,
Well,
we're going-
good, because Lamar got injured too.
I know, right? I was like, let's go Mike White. And I can't believe he got a rushing touchdown because he's not mobile if you've watched him. But
He's a dog.
he threw the ball 57,
57.
52 times. 57? He threw the ball 57 times and did not get a touchdown. They had
Correct.
all the ball except for his rushing touchdown. How do you throw for 369 yards 57 times but can't get in the end zone besides once?
Don't ask me.
Mary Chrysler.
They could have easily won this game.
I don't know, man. I mean, look, he's
Because
doing his
there's a
best.
dad.
Okay, he's doing his best. He's
Okay,
Mike
let me
White.
ask you this. Now, let
Let
me
me
ask you
breathe.
this. Let me ask you this, though, Jesse, and I need you to be dead honest with me, okay?
He
If
don't
this
got it
stat
in him.
line said 57 pass attempts, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and the quarterback is Zach Wilson, how many yards does he have, and what is the score of this football game?
Oh, no. Zach Wilson plays.
Just probably win if he plays.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, hell no. I'll tell you what, I'll answer that shit for you.
Trash
Jesse.
game.
90 yards. You're probably going to see some 97 yards. And
2
Minnesota wins
interceptions, a fumble.
31-6.
Yeah.
Hey, there would have been so many turnovers. The defense would have stepped up huge. The Jets would have got more points on defense, and they would have won.
What the fuck is he on?
Yeah, I took care of that problem.
Commanders,
Next
Commanders, Giants, they tied. Thanks for that. Fuck you guys.
Boo. Okay, wait, no, we had to talk about that real quick because the over-under of this game was set at 40.5 points, and the game ended at 40 points. Went into overtime, and all the underbettors were like, fuck, dude, there's no way. And then all the overbettors are like, hey, like, I have to cash. Like, someone's going to score. And it's a push. How about them apples?
I think it's hilarious.
A damn shame.
You know what I think isn't hilarious, though? AJ Brown. He can go fuck himself.
Hey, look, just because you have a personal vendetta doesn't mean that
Yeah,
another
dude,
football
what's
player
that?
that's good at football can't continue to be good at football.
Okay, every personal vendetta I have in this podcast, you keep pointing out their personal vendettas. We know. They are 100%. That tie hurts the Lions and the Packers' chance to make the playoffs. We both got a 2% chance, LOL. But you know what? At the same time, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, you wake up every day, your chance of getting in the playoffs stays at 2%. So it's okay. When it comes to the Eagles and the Titans game, the Eagles came out, balled on them defensively. A.J. Brown put his nuts on the Titans' face, made their GM quit the next morning, and I don't even really want to talk about the game because I'm starting to get a little depressed. Anyone want to say anything?
The owner,
fucking crazy.
the owner deadass woke up the next day and said, "Man, we could have paid that guy, and he just made us look stupid.
He could have
fucking
paid that
gone.
guy.
You're
He woke up that
gone."
morning and he said, "I could have paid that guy, but I fucked up. I'm the one that made that decision." and
Yeah, but
I
he fucking hired the guy that didn't give him the contract.
He drafted that man and then didn't pay that man, and now that man balled on him.
That hurts.
You know
Look at
what?
the
You know
Lions.
what I told
That's
Tyler
what
with
would have
my
happened
problem
if
with.
the Lions ever
No.
traded Calvin Johnson. That's what would have happened.
Here was what I said my problem with A.J. Brown was. I never had anything against bro. Nothing. I thought he was a great fucking wide receiver that went to Philly. And then he just kept talking shit every week on the Titans. And it was like,
There was
bro,
Twitter beef, Dylan. I believe there was Twitter beef.
I understand that old fat white guys are gonna be angry on Twitter at you, but that's Twitter, bro, and who cares? And just ignore that.
AJ Brown cares, Dylan.
And
The questions have been answered.
because there's people like
The questions have been answered for you.
Damn it, no, we don't, because he's turned on us. We had your back, AJ. He had your back, AJ. You turned. And now I gotta fucking just live with you being on the best team in the league and one of the best receivers in the league. And it kills me deeply. Next game.
Feel like
Baltimore Ravens, New York, and the fucking Denver Broncos. And Russell Wilson sucks at football. He's the worst quarterback in the league, and I hate him. Who's next?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I was watching the scoreboard because I was working and we got the Lions game on instead. And I'm like,
Go, Tyler.
it's still 9-3. It's still 9-3. It's like, guys, no one's going to put points on the board. Like, we're literally, like, I knew when they were talking about 97.1, they said under. I was like, I feel under too. But, like, y'all didn't get 20 points. What the fuck is wrong with both those people?
Welcome to the Denver Broncos.
The Ravens have the ugliest 8-4 I think we've seen in a while.
I told Tyler
I agree
after
with
that game ended, I hate Baltimore and I hate that they're 8-4 because they suck. They suck. They're fucking bad. They're below 500. They suck. 10 points against any other team in football that doesn't have let's run.
Hey, watch them squeeze their way into the championship.
I mean, I get that. I get that. But, I mean, it's not like they had Lamar Jackson for that game where they would have put up way more points.
No, but
Lamar hasn't been doing them justice.
We've watched Huntley put up 30. We've watched him start a game, end a game with 30 points. He is capable of being in that offense when they have no beat.
If there's one team that's not making that comeback, it's going to be the Denver Broncos because Russell Wilson ain't doing shit.
He sucks.
So after Lamar gets up to that 30 points and then takes his foot off the pedal and can't put up any more, he can cruise his way to a victory they could cruise their way over a victory over Denver because Russell ain't doing shit.
Correct.
But with a backup in, that becomes a lot more sketch because Denver's defense is what kind of keeps them in the fucking game more than they should because they have to give it the ball to Russell Wilson.
I agree.
Denver's been playing great defense.
Next game.
I don't know how they got 23.
And Russell is fucking them over. Imagine if they had a good quarterback. Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. They if they had Drew Lock in, they'd probably still get above fucking 17 points.
I don't know.
So, next game, and it was actually the first game in a while that I rode the Dolphins as underdogs, Come into San Francisco. First play of the game. They score a touchdown. I'm feeling very good about Miami right now. And then everything kind of went downhill, and they lost the game 33-17. We'll start with you, Luke. I know you love your Tua.
It was just sad, but there was a little clip during the game. You saw McDaniels. He was like, I fucked up. Coach put it on himself.
Players coach, man.
Players coach. You love to see that. He's making sure the pressure's not on them, trying to relieve them. Didn't get the dub this week, but they're going to continue marching on next week and keep it moving.
I did think Miami was going to make this a close game. I was going to take the Miami spread, but I was like, San Francisco's defense has been suffocating people. Like, they only had one, I think it's either 0 points or 1 touchdown in the second half in the last 7 games. Or 7 weeks counting their bye week, not
They allowed 0 points every game, and this was the first game that somebody finally put up 7.
Yeah. Since they played Kansas City in week 5 or 6.
Correct.
And-
And I'm sorry, just you saying that stat, I also want to point out the Broncos haven't scored more than 3 points in the second half in the last 4 weeks. Keep going.
Broncos country. Let's ride. But
What's the
at
over
the end
under
of
for
the
the
day,
Broncos points
Jesus.
in the season? Over under
But
under.
this-
It's been the under on every game but one, Luke. Sorry, 97-1 talked about it.
The Tua got Tua was mauled all game.
He was. That's just unfortunate.
I agree.
He got the Q on fantasy. Then I had to pick up a spare QB and Yahoo just in case things go south.
All right, Jesse, I'll let you go on your fucking tear because everyone was against you. Bengals, Chiefs, 27-24.
Y'all really thought that we wasn't going
We all did, yes.
in the calendar?
Yes.
Come on.
As a matter of
Nobody
fact,
else
everybody
did.
did.
I get it. I understand. You know, it's the Chiefs. They balling. Patrick Mahomes doing his thing.
Hey, when they miss
But that's
playoffs,
Joe
because
Burrow.
they started 0-2.
That's Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. They make big plays when it matters, but they couldn't do it in the damn Super Bowl. But the Chiefs, we got their number. We got their number. That's what it is.
Just
They
get
haven't
ready.
won 7 games in Cincinnati straight. Like past these last games that have happened with just Joe Burrow and this new squad, they can't beat them in Cincinnati. It's weird. I don't know.
Hey, I got a question for you. How much does it hurt you as a Bengals fan to see how terrible the Rams are this year
I
and
know, right?
realize
I
you
know.
you couldn't beat this team in the Super Bowl?
Like we really
Like what were they missing? OBJ and one offensive lineman?
no Von Miller. I think that was
that too.
I think it was the Von Miller.
Well, like, come on, how do you go from that to this?
No, but think about it.
At least you guys are still good.
Well, if Joe got that throw off, they would have won.
And Von Miller was playing like a
Good
dog.
point.
Von Miller was
Who's also out for the year.
no.
We haven't talked about that, but Von Miller is out for the year.
That shit sucks. But no, we'll be back before the Rams get back to the Super Bowl.
Rams won't be back till 2040, bro.
Bro, we good. We good over here. Fuck the Chiefs. We can see them in the AFC playoffs too, and we'll still mop their ass 4 times. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I
Pat-
thought this one was a good game up until the Chiefs stopped scoring points, which is ultimately why they lost this game. Because with I don't know, maybe 8 minutes left in the third quarter, I think was the last time the Chiefs scored points. So you're gonna lose a game if that's the last time you scored.
You know what's crazy? The last 2 times we beat the Chiefs, we kept them scoreless in the second half.
Well, you damn near did it again.
All right, next game we have is the Raiders and the Chargers. The Raiders win their 4th game in a row, 27-20 over the Chargers. Just wanted to go through that one real quick. Then we have
Finally, we look like
I want to get to that one quick. And then we have Monday Night Football with Tom Brady finally beating the fucking Saints. 17-16, 14-point comeback dub in the 4th quarter for Tampa Tom.
Can I talk?
Gotta be.
One,
He's gotta
one
It's gotta be. It's not often we give Tom Brady Player of the Week, but I feel like it's gotta be. This is GOAT Tom Brady, clutch Tom Brady moment,
Vintage
Has to be.
Tom Brady.
vintage
No,
Tom
this is
Brady.
so clutch. Before I show Tom love, can't believe I picked the Chargers to win the Super Bowl this year. This is very sad.
They
With
are-
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
with Tom Brady, this man post-divorce, truly getting the divorce papers in. He's 3-1, 2 game-winning drives, but he had 3 touchdowns in that game before he actually he had 2 touchdowns and then got the Rachaad White touchdown because Mike Evans was supposed to get a touchdown without pass interference. Chris Godwin had a touchdown, but there was a holding on the offensive line, and then they finally were able to get it in with 8 seconds left, 3 seconds on the clock to Rachaad White, and just go Tom. I'm happy for the guy right now.
I'm sure he's happy too. He just got Player of the Week. He's gonna lose his
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah, Tom Brady on Twitter. Yeah.
Somebody tweet this at him. We got him. The league ain't got him. We got him.
Player of the week, Tom. Player of the week. Hey, this one's for you, Tom.
That's all That's all the games I got to talk about. The last thing I just want to say in terms of football is that if you have a friend who is a fan of the Indianapolis Colts, just go up to them, give them a hug, check in, see how they're doing. And that's really all I got to say for the NFL update.
I'm talking in guap, now I'm speaking it fluent. When I hit the road, I won't leave till I do it. Acting out of hand, I'm like, be what you doing. We started off good, can't believe that we ruined it, yeah. I tried to fix with a sewing kid, yeah. I tried to fix it, you know I did, yeah. I tried to fix it, you know I did, yeah.
Da-na-na, da-na-na, UFC with Snoop Luke.
Oh, we're covering the pay-per-view here?
Fuck it, why not? It's
All
in 4
right.
days, 3 days.
I have nothing built for it, but I guess we're just
All
going
right,
to go
well,
ahead.
if you got nothing built, then we can wait till Friday. And then I can just do baseball.
It doesn't matter.
All right, let me just do baseball then, because we're already at an hour. I'll just do baseball to finish the pod. I'll run through this shit real quick, and then just do UFC at the end on Friday.
I got to be for freaking
We'll just make that shit on the fly, I guess. All right,
We're gonna
sorry.
talk
I
about
don't want
that
to
big
put
boy
you on the fly,
contract.
because I know he has shit like organized and all this and that, but I already have all the baseball right here. All right. Got some baseball news to get into just because there was some MLB moves that happened, starting with a trade between the Seattle Mariners and the Milwaukee Brewers. It was basically a one-man deal over to each side. Colton Wong, the talented second baseman, got sent over to the Mariners, as well as Jesse Winker gets sent over towards Milwaukee. And in my opinion, I think both teams win here. I think they both get a solid bat. I think Seattle, they have power bats. They don't have contact. You're getting one of the best contact second basemen in the league with Colton Wong. He also has one of the best gloves in the league when it comes to fielding. And then when it comes over to Milwaukee, you're getting extra pop when it comes to Winker, and you guys have not been hitting a whole lot of home runs outside of Christian Yelich, especially on the left-hand side. So
Winker, he can smack
I think
that.
this move helps both of them.
Yeah, but I'll for the Mariners, Winker will be missed for power, but like you said, they're getting as much contact as they lost in
They're
power.
keeping Suarez, and they've shown that Julio is going to be their power bat.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think, and I think this, you're going to put Colton at the 2. You're probably going to have Suarez at the 3. You're
Yeah.
probably going to have Julio leading off, to be honest with you. He's that
You think,
type of
well,
guy.
because of the speed, along
George
with
Springer, that's what I think of. He's got pop and he's got speed. So that's a good 1, 2, 3 there. But let's just say they might have also lost another key bat that we'll get into in a minute. Going over to the pitching side for a second. World Series champion. Actual World Series champion. It feels good to say that and actually mean it. Justin Verlander is officially going to New York City to link back with Max Scherzer, just like the Tiger days, even though they're a little bit older. He has been signed to a 2-year deal that will go through 2025. And you may be thinking, why did they sign Verlander? And that's because Jacob deGrom, the best pitcher in baseball, is going to the fucking Rangers on a 5-year, $185 million deal that will also include a 6-year option with a total of $222 million.
Never saw this coming.
The Rangers.
This came out of nowhere.
This has nothing to do with best bets. I just know that he did it for the money, so here's a money back.
He did it exactly for the money back. I'll tell you right now, though, he is going into a team that what we've learned in this new stadium, it's a pitcher's ballpark that helps him a lot. Because I think that the problem is at MetLife, I mean, the only team that really blew him up was the Braves. He said in an interview, he's happy he doesn't have to play the Braves. He doesn't have to play the Braves a lot now, which is true. He also knows that the Texas Rangers have a very favorable home schedule, which will help him even more in the pitcher's ballpark. So I think that Jacob deGrom in Texas is going to be a good move overall. They just need to get the bats flowing.
Yeah.
They get the pop going, they get the bats flowing, that's going to help. But going over to JV in New York, him being his replacement, how do you feel about that, Jess?
I don't want to say this because I love Verlander. A lot of respect for Verlander. But I feel like this was a pop year. I feel like this was him feeling his shit, being in his
He had
bag.
robo surgery, dog.
But I need to see it stick one more. I need him to come out the gate because we watched how, oh my God, who lit
He's
him
got,
up
in my
every time.
opinion, he's got more.
Justin Verlander is damn near inevitable. He has robot surgery, and every single night he goes home and Kate Upton is there. Like, he's practically inevitable.
You feel like he's got juice? No, he's still got.
He's got to have some secret sauce people don't know about.
3 years is going to be 3 years of the tank.
Yes.
I hope for him. I want it, but I feel like
I don't hope too many things for Justin Verlander. He's got a lot that I would, money.
All right, well, now let's talk about it.
My wife. He's doing all right.
He's good, man. He's good in life. He's set.
But I don't want him to go out ass. I want him to go out still good. That's all.
Yeah, we don't want him to pull a Miggy or
why
anything,
he's only
right,
on a
Dylan?
2-year deal, and he will probably only be good for about another year, maybe a year and a half. But when
Right,
it comes to the National
Dylan.
Champions, what?
He didn't hear you. His brain blocked it out. It's selective hearing.
We don't want Justin Verlander to stick around and pull Miguel Cabrera or anything.
No, it's okay. We love Miggy, and the city of Detroit is okay with it. Detroit's the only person who has any salary. When it comes to the Philadelphia Phillies, though, they made a move.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Bro, I said this before the trade happened to my friend at work, and then the trade happened. The signing happened. I said,
Tyler just say, who the fuck is that guy to Trey Turner? I'll tell you who the fuck he is.
No, he was talking to you. He was talking to you.
That was to you, punk ass.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's a fucking all-star and a former World Series champion.
Phillies?
And now he's going to Philly with a team. The
Phillies?
Hate them all you want, but I like this lineup. This shit.
If they had Trey Turner in that series, it's another ball game.
This is fun for baseball, dog. And this is best for baseball, in my opinion, because the Phillies are a team that are going to be competitive, and they have a competitive atmosphere. And we were literally watching the World Series saying that they are 1 or 2 players away from winning this fucking shit. Trey Turner, like you just said, is one of those players that if he was there, that is a different series.
I literally told my coworker I was like, the league better be scared if Trey Turner goes to the Phillies, because he is a top 5 right now in his position.
100%. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You want Tyler's ideal best for baseball ideal out of this world scenario? Here you go. Every 10 years, they have a redraft of the league where every single person in the league becomes a free agent after that year. And it's just a randomized fucking order, and you redraft the whole league. That's best for baseball. Big market teams and small market teams are bad for baseball.
I wouldn't watch
Salary
baseball.
cap would be good for baseball.
I wouldn't get invested in baseball.
I hate that the good teams are always the good teams in baseball, and the bad teams, it takes like a million years to be good.
I agree with that, but I
cap.
I agree with
That
that, but
cap
I
is
wouldn't want to
ridiculous.
see it. It's a tough pickle because I get where you're coming from, and I understand where. I really do, because I understand what you're saying.
It's like, oh, this guy's a fucking free agent from the Nationals. Oh, where's he gonna go? The Yankees, the Dodgers, the Mets,
That's
the fucking
why-
the top 4 or 5 teams in the league every single fucking time. Like,
I'm so surprised Texas had that kind of money.
fuck you, baseball.
That's
right?
why when
Like
teams like
that
Texas,
that
That's
shit,
the outlier.
like Texas signing DeGrom, in my opinion, is good for baseball because that's a team that's not fucking number 1 in the league getting a top player. Like, That's like if the Nationals went out and got Soto instead of
Yes,
giving
and
Soto away to a fucking good team.
Ty, what you also have to remember is that the Phillies have been good for 1 year.
Yeah, but this is gonna last a while, and I'm not here for it.
They've been good.
I was okay with them being above average for a while, but I don't need a Philadelphia
It
reign
hasn't
in
been a while,
football
Ty.
and
It hasn't been a
basketball
while.
and
It's
baseball.
been 1 year.
Dylan, you don't see it, but I lived it, bro. You lived
I don't
it
think you
too.
can see it. You look.
This is literally what happened in Detroit. They are becoming what we grew up in, where the hockey team is good, the football team is good, the baseball team is good. That's what Philly is about to be, and I'm not here for
And
it
I'm
because
here
I've always
for it
thought of them as
because
hot garbage. I can't. I can't. They're too toxic.
Just because you who have never had any bad experience inside of Philadelphia have some personal trauma with it.
Because I'm a genius and I stay away from Philadelphia because I'm a fan of all the other teams that play them, and I know that it will not go well. It's like if I'm a Michigan fan, I'm not just going to go to Columbus, Ohio for fun.
We like Philly here, okay? Philly, you're cool.
You need to speak for your fucking self on this podcast. That's
Hey,
what you
well,
need
if
to
there
start
was a
doing.
sponsorship deal from Philly,
You need to. Well, you know what?
I like JT.
I don't want it.
Bryce Harper and Trey Turner now. That with the whole organization.
Podcast, mate. Tyler, you might just be different. It might just be your opinion.
But I got no quarrels with
Cody
Philly.
Bellinger and Marcus Taylor.
Luke, I need your opinion on Philly. I need it now. I need it now, boy. I need it now.
A 2-year deal for over $20 million in total. That puts
time out, Dylan. I need it now.
The top right fielder in the market and the top starting pitcher that was in free agency, both in Chicago.
Oh, they both went to Chicago. Oh, I like Cody there.
Don't know why we're on Luke, but he's muted.
He's muted. He's talking. You just can't hear him yet.
Fuck Philly.
This has nothing to do with Philly.
No, I was still trying to get my point across about how you have to speak for yourself.
Yeah, that buzzer was for you. Okay.
You need to put that in a briefcase and walk up out of here.
Does anyone else have anything else to say on this? I said how I feel. No one's talking, so I'm just going to go to the next thing. Mitch Haniger has been signed to the San Francisco Giants. The outfielder has been signed top of the market.
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
But I would put him above Cody Bellinger. He has been taken out of Seattle, and that's a big power bat that is now missing. I would have liked it to have been Aaron Judge, but Mitch Haniger will do. Okay, I guess I'll just finish this podcast. Aaron Judge is back in New York, and the all-rise man has finished a 9-year deal for the New York Yankees. I thought he was going to the Giants because Shams reported he was yesterday, and then he immediately went out and said, I fucked up, and I pulled a Schefter, and then everyone was mad at him, and then Judge stayed. So it literally wasn't Adam Schefter, and then Aaron Judge announced that he was re-signing for the Yankees. Final move, I have Wilson Contreras, 5-year deal with the St. Louis Cardinals. The star catcher for the Chicago Cubs is going to St. Louis. Cubs fans are pissed because that's their rival, and they obviously don't want him going there. Yadier Molina is then their catcher for a million years. This is the first year that it won't be Yadi, and they replace him with another all-star. Smart move from St. Louis. That's all the baseball I have.
I'd put Yadi as a totally keep him as like a DH maybe some games.
No, what they're gonna do is he's gonna be an Ichiro where he'll probably end up being some sort of coach or player that stays in the organization or like whatever he does in St. Louis. He's been there for 20 years. He talked about the only reason why he didn't really want to retire was because the people and the fans, and he loved being around them. So he'll probably stay something that stays around them. That's what I think. So, yeah. But Wilson Contreras is a good replacement.
I can't believe they let him go.
Well, he was going to go. Everyone knew that he was going to go. They just didn't know where. Year. Cubs fans are just pissed that it happened to be their rival who got him.
Wasn't he supposed to get traded before the deadline?
Correct. And then he never got traded. So he was expected to leave. It just wasn't sure where. But with that music, we are going to wrap this baby up. The next time that you will see us will be this Friday, probably 6:30 p.m. And if you want to know where you can see us at YouTube at Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. You can see us on Twitter and Instagram at Ride the Tide 586. If you want to get some merch, you're going to head over to Six Pack Coverage. If you want to get some other podcasts, you're going to head over to the exact same place that I just mentioned, Six Pack Coverage. If you're watching any of the videos, like them, comment, share.
And you can now catch us on Twitch. We are also on Twitch at Ride the Tide 586 as well.
Ooh, and check us the fuck out there. The boys will see you next Friday. All four of us will be there. Have a good night. Peace.